Well, I think the paint turned out pretty well. I've got the grommet installed. I've got the tabs just slightly twisted to hold the tower onto the base. And there's a solenoid in the back that you can see there that was already wired, and it goes to this chute out the back, and what it does is opens a little gate like a valve down at the bottom. Zoom in on that. That opens and closes and lets the coal out. So I was just wondering where to run this wire. Whoever had it before me had it running through this mounting hole, which I don't think is correct, but I can't find a better place, so I'll leave it there. I've got all the pieces lined up. There is the clamshell bucket. There is the little trolley that rides on this rail. Believe it or not, this is an American Flyer HO scale passenger truck with some pulleys built into it for the string. There's the gearbox, there's the armature, there's the field, there's the brush holder, the screws, there's brushes and springs in that bag. These are the screws that mount the gearbox to the base. There's the controller, and I've got this 8B transformer hooked up to show you one that is working. It's pretty dirty. This is the one I've had for a long time. Take a look at this. So I want to show you how this operating one works. I've got rainbow wire leads to this motor and this clamshell. So the black I've got grounded, and if I touch it to the yellow, the clamshell opens and closes, so you can grab the coal. If I touch it to the red wire, it goes up inside the hopper. Hit the yellow again, and I can open and close. And then if I touch the green wire, it comes back down. So it's a great little accessory, and now I'm going to try to install this motor and make it work the same. But it's always helpful to have another unit to look at, and when I'm trying to mount the gearbox, I noticed that the large gear is on the front side of the loader, but on the new loader, the gear is on the back. And I think that's correct. However, this one has a stop collar, pointed out with the screwdriver right here. It looks like it should be on the outside. And that's the problem with not having a complete service manual. I've got a service manual, but it shows nothing about how the gears run, how anything goes except for the pulleys and how to hook it up to your transformer. So I'm just kind of winging it here. I found that the stop collar was permanently fastened to the large gear, and notice there's a wooden spool for the string, and not only does it look better, but it turns much better. So I think we're good there. And next I'm going to put the motor back together. This is the field coil for the motor. It's essentially the same motor that you find in the locomotives, and armature essentially the same. Slides right through that hole and turns the spool. That worm gear and the gear reduction really makes it move slow. Now the motor is assembled, and I've got one lead on the brush and one lead on the other side of the field coil. Let's give it a try. go too far, I want to test the clamshell. It works. Well, that's the end of part 2 of the 752 coal loader. I'll try to finish it up in part 3 with the wiring and the stringing of the cable. Thanks for watching.